Your wait is over, God needs you to hear this now. My beloved soul. Stop for a moment, this is not a coincidence. If your eyes have landed here, something hidden has been gently guiding you toward this exact message, at this exact time. There is a quiet whisper in your soul that you've been trying to understand, and today, the universe is finally ready to reveal what was once kept from you. You felt it, haven't you? That sense that something bigger is unfolding behind the scenes, that despite the delays, the silence, and the confusion, your path has never truly been lost. What you thought was uncertainty was actually divine protection. What felt like waiting was sacred alignment happening in ways you could not yet see. And now, hear this clearly, because this is your moment of awakening. Your wait is over, God needs you to hear this now. There is something powerful shifting in your life right now. A door that once seemed locked is beginning to open, not by force, but by divine timing. The energy around you is changing, and the weight you've been carrying is about to be lifted. The struggles you questioned, the nights you felt unseen, none of it was ignored. Every tear, every silent prayer has been heard. Something hidden is coming into the light. You were never being delayed, you were being prepared. Prepared for a level of clarity, peace, and purpose that your past self would not have understood. And now, you are ready. Ready to receive, ready to step forward, ready to trust what is unfolding even if you don't yet see the full picture. This message has found you because your spirit is aligned with something greater than fear. There is a calling within you, a gentle but persistent pull towards something meaningful, and this is your confirmation that you are not imagining it. Stay open. Stay aware. The signs will become clearer. The right opportunities, the right people, the right moments, they are all being arranged for you right now. Trust this, you are not alone, and you are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be. And if this message touched something deep within you, don't ignore that feeling. Honor it. Share this message with someone who might also need this divine reminder. Like this video to affirm that you are ready to receive what's meant for you. Subscribe to this channel to stay connected with messages that guide your soul. And most importantly, watch this video until the very end, because what's coming next may be exactly what your spirit has been waiting to hear. I also want to pass on a time-sensitive message from the moon to you, and you need to hear it today. A subtle yet powerful energy will push you to make a critical decision by the end of the week. You won't find the answer in your horoscope, so don't bother looking there. Click the link in the description to see your free personalized video moon reading. I was amazed at how accurate my reading was, and I know you will feel the same. Your wait is over, God needs you to hear this now. Listen closely, not with your ears, but with the quiet space within you that has been restless for so long. I have been speaking to you in whispers carried by the wind, in the pauses between your thoughts, in the moments when your heart felt heavy without reason. You wondered if anyone was listening, if your silent prayers dissolved into nothingness. But I tell you now, nothing you have felt, nothing you have endured, and nothing you have hoped for has gone unnoticed. I have been here, watching, guiding, waiting for the moment when your spirit would be ready to receive what has always been meant for you. There were nights when you felt alone, when the world seemed distant and even your own reflection felt unfamiliar. You questioned your purpose, your path, and even your worth. Yet those moments were not emptiness, they were preparation. I allowed the silence so you could hear what noise had hidden. I allowed the uncertainty so you could grow beyond what comfort would have kept you confined within. You thought you were lost, but in truth, you were being redirected towards something greater than what you had imagined for yourself. Do you remember the times when something inside you told you to keep going, even when everything around you suggested giving up? That was not chance. That was not coincidence. That was me. I placed that strength within you long before you ever needed it. I knew the roads you would walk, the storms you would face, and the battles you would fight quietly within your own heart. And I also knew that you would rise, not because the journey would be easy, but because you were never meant to remain where you began. There is something unfolding now, something you cannot yet fully see. The delays that frustrated you, the doors that closed unexpectedly, the plans that fell apart, none of these were punishments. They were protection. I was aligning things beyond your vision, moving pieces in ways you could not yet understand. What you thought was rejection was actually redirection. What felt like an ending was quietly becoming a beginning. You have been waiting for a sign, a confirmation that you are not walking blindly. This is that moment. This is that sign. The stirring you feel right now, the sudden clarity or even the unexpected emotion rising within you, this is your spirit recognizing truth. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are exactly where you need to be for what is coming next. There are blessings approaching you that will not look the way you expected. They will arrive in forms that test your trust before they reveal their purpose. You may be asked to step forward without full certainty, to let go before you receive, to trust before you see. This is where your faith transforms from words into living action. And I tell you, when you take that step, no matter how small, I will meet you there. You have carried burdens that were never yours to hold alone. You tried to solve everything, to fix what was broken, to understand what made no sense. But there are things beyond your control, and releasing them is not weakness, it is wisdom. Give them to me. Not once, but as often as they return to your thoughts. Each time you release them, you create space for peace to enter your life. There is also something within you that you have been ignoring, a calling, a desire, a quiet knowing that there is more for you than what you are currently living. You have doubted it, questioned it, maybe even dismissed it as unrealistic. But that voice did not come from nowhere. I placed it within you as a compass. It will not force you, but it will persist, gently guiding you toward the life that aligns with your true purpose. You are stronger than you realize, but your strength is not meant to isolate you. You were not created to walk this journey entirely alone. There are people, opportunities, and moments being prepared to meet you along your path. Some will challenge you, some will support you, and some will change you in ways you never expected. Trust that each encounter carries meaning, even if you only understand it later. Do not fear the changes that are coming. What feels unfamiliar is often where growth begins. You have outgrown certain spaces, certain mindsets, and even certain versions of yourself. Let them go with gratitude, not regret. They served their purpose, but they are not your destination. You are being called forward, not backward. There will be moments when doubt returns, when the old fears whisper again, trying to convince you that nothing has changed. In those moments, remember this: you are not the same person who once felt powerless. You have grown, even if you cannot always see it. You have learned, even if you still feel uncertain. And most importantly, you are not walking alone, even when it feels that way. I am working in ways you cannot yet measure. While you focus on what is visible, I am shaping what is unseen. While you question the timing, I am perfecting the alignment. Trust does not mean you will have all the answers, it means you are willing to move forward even when you don't. What is meant for you is already aware of your existence. It is not lost. It is not confused. It is on its way, guided by the same force that has brought you this far. Your role is not to chase endlessly, but to prepare yourself, to become ready to receive what is already being drawn toward you. Take a moment now. Breathe. Feel the weight you have been carrying, and then imagine placing it down, even if just for a moment. You do not need to have everything figured out right now. You do not need to see the entire path. Just take the next step with intention, with awareness, with trust. Because your wait, truly is over. And what comes next will begin to reveal itself in ways you cannot ignore. What comes next will not arrive all at once, and that is by design. If everything were revealed to you in a single moment, your heart would not yet know how to hold it, your mind would not yet understand how to carry it, and your spirit would not yet recognize its full meaning. So I unfold your path in layers, in moments, in quiet revelations that meet you exactly where you are. Do not mistake gradual progress for delay. Each step you take is part of a greater unfolding, and even now, pieces are falling into place in ways you cannot yet see. You have asked for clarity, and I have heard you. But understand this: clarity often comes after movement, not before it. You are waiting to feel completely certain before you act, yet certainty grows as you walk forward. The path becomes clearer not when you stand still, but when you trust enough to take the next step. Even if your step feels small, even if it feels uncertain, it is still movement, and movement invites direction. There is something within you that is beginning to awaken. You may feel it as a quiet restlessness, a sense that your current situation no longer fits the person you are becoming. This is not discomfort without purpose, it is transformation. Just as the dawn slowly replaces the night, your awareness is shifting, your vision is expanding, and your understanding of yourself is deepening. You are not who you were, and you are not yet who you are becoming, but you are in the sacred space between, and that space is powerful. You have been comparing your journey to others, wondering why their paths seem clearer, faster, or easier. But you are not meant to walk their path. Your journey carries lessons, timing, and blessings that are uniquely yours. Comparison only distracts you from what is unfolding within your own life. Release the need to measure your progress against others, and instead, notice how far you have already come. The growth you have experienced is real, even if it has been quiet. There are doors that will soon open for you, but you must be willing to walk toward them. Opportunity does not always arrive with certainty, it often arrives as a choice, as a moment where you must decide whether to trust yourself or retreat into what feels familiar. Familiarity may feel safe, but it will not lead you to the life you have been asking for. Growth requires courage, and courage is not the absence of fear, it is the decision to move forward despite it. I know there are things you are still holding on to, memories, regrets, questions that have not been answered. You revisit them, trying to understand what you could have done differently, trying to make sense of what has already passed. But your past is not a place you are meant to live in. It is a place you are meant to learn from. Carry the lessons, not the weight. Release what no longer serves you, and allow yourself to move forward without the burden of what cannot be changed. There are people who have come into your life for a season, not for a lifetime. Some have taught you what love feels like, others have shown you what love is not. Some have supported you, and others have challenged you in ways that felt difficult to understand. But each connection has played a role in shaping who you are becoming. Do not hold on to those who are meant to be released, and do not chase those who are not aligned with your path. What is meant for you will remain, and what remains will grow with you. You may not realize it, but even now, you are being guided. The thoughts that come to you at unexpected moments, the sudden ideas, the intuitive feelings that you cannot fully explain, these are not random. They are part of the guidance you have been asking for. Trust them more. Listen to them more closely. They are gentle, but they are persistent, and they will lead you where you are meant to go if you allow them. There will be moments when you feel tested again, when situations arise that seem to challenge the very growth you have worked so hard to achieve. These moments are not setbacks, they are confirmations. They reveal to you how much you have changed. Where you once reacted with fear, you will now respond with awareness. Where you once felt powerless, you will now recognize your strength. These moments are not here to break you, They are here to show you who you have become. You have spent so much time waiting for the right moment, but the truth is, the right moment is often the one you are in right now. Perfection is not a requirement for progress. You do not need to have everything in place before you begin. Start where you are, with what you have, and trust that what you need will meet you along the way. The path is not revealed in advance, it is revealed as you walk it. There is also a deeper peace that is waiting for you, but it cannot enter a space that is filled with constant worry. Your mind has been searching for answers, trying to predict outcomes, trying to control what has not yet happened. But peace does not come from control, it comes from trust. When you release the need to know everything, you allow yourself to experience the present moment more fully, and in that presence, you will find the calm you have been seeking. You are not behind in life. You are not late. You are not missing your chance. What is meant for you does not pass you by. It aligns with you when you are ready, not when you feel ready, but when you have grown into the person who can receive it fully. Trust the timing, even when it does not match your expectations. There is wisdom in the way your journey is unfolding, even if you cannot yet understand it. I see the effort you have made, even when no one else noticed. I see the times you chose to keep going, even when it would have been easier to stop. I see the strength it took for you to hold yourself together in moments when everything felt uncertain. None of it has been wasted. Every step, every struggle, every quiet victory has been part of your preparation. There is something beautiful about the way you are growing, even if it does not feel that way to you. Growth is not always comfortable. It stretches you, challenges you, and asks you to let go of what once felt secure. But through that process, you are becoming more aligned with who you truly are. You are shedding what no longer fits and stepping into a version of yourself that is more authentic, more aware, and more capable than ever before. Soon, you will begin to notice shifts, subtle at first, then more clear. Things that once felt difficult will start to feel easier. Opportunities will appear where there were none before. Connections will form that feel natural and supportive. These are not coincidences. They are signs that you are moving in alignment with your path. Stay patient, but do not become passive. Continue to move forward, even in small ways. Continue to trust, even when you do not fully understand. Continue to believe, even when doubt tries to return. You are closer than you think, and what you have been waiting for is already closer than it appears. And as this next chapter begins to unfold, remember this above all else: you are not alone, you are not forgotten, and you are not without purpose. Everything you have experienced has led you to this moment, and everything ahead of you is waiting for you to step into it. So keep listening, because there is still more I need you to hear. As you continue forward, there is a deeper truth I want you to understand: your life is not, nor is it a series of disconnected moments. Everything is woven together with intention, even the parts that felt chaotic or unclear. The moments that made you pause, the decisions that seemed uncertain, the paths that changed without warning, each one has contributed to the person you are becoming. There is a design within your journey, even when it appears unstructured. Trust that nothing has been wasted, and nothing has been meaningless. You have often asked for a sign that you are moving in the right direction, something undeniable that would confirm your path. But what you have not always recognized is that the signs have already been present, in your resilience, in your continued desire to grow, in the way you have refused to give up even when it would have been easier. These are not small things. They are evidence that something greater is guiding you, strengthening you, and preparing you for what lies ahead. There is a quiet power within you that you are only beginning to notice. It is not loud or forceful, but it is steady and enduring. It is the part of you that remains when everything else feels uncertain. This power does not come from external validation or approval, it comes from your connection to something deeper, something unshaken by temporary circumstances. When you begin to trust this inner strength, you will no longer feel the need to search outside yourself for confirmation of your worth. You are entering a phase where your perspective will begin to shift. Things you once worried about will lose their hold on you. Situations that once felt overwhelming will become manageable. You will start to see with greater clarity, not because the world has changed, but because you have. Your understanding is expanding, and with it comes a new sense of balance, a quiet confidence that allows you to move through life with more ease and less fear. There may still be moments when uncertainty appears, when questions arise that do not have immediate answers. Do not let these moments discourage you. Uncertainty is not an obstacle, it is an invitation to trust more deeply. It is a space where growth continues, even when you cannot see it. Allow yourself to exist in that space without rushing to escape it. Not everything needs to be resolved instantly for it to be meaningful. You have spent a long time preparing, even when you did not realize it. The lessons you have learned, the strength you have built, the awareness you have gained, all of these are part of your foundation. And now, you are being called to use them, not just for yourself, but in ways that will extend beyond you. Your presence, your actions, and your choices have the ability to influence more than you can see. Never underestimate the impact of simply being who you are becoming. There are new opportunities approaching, but they will require you to step into them with openness. Let go of the belief that you must be completely ready before you begin. Readiness is not a fixed state, it is something that grows as you move forward. Trust that you will learn what you need along the way, just as you have done before. You are more capable than you give yourself credit for. At the same time, remember to care for yourself in the process. Growth does not mean constant striving or endless effort. It also includes rest, reflection, and moments of stillness. Give yourself permission to pause without feeling guilty. In those pauses, you will often find clarity, renewal, and a deeper connection to your path. You are also being guided to release the fear of judgment, both from others and from yourself. You have held back at times, worried about how you might be perceived or whether you might make mistakes. But growth is not possible without risk, and authenticity is not possible without vulnerability. Allow yourself to be seen as you are, without trying to fit into expectations that do not align with your truth. There is a light within you that has not dimmed, even in your most difficult moments. It may have felt distant at times, hidden beneath doubt or worry, but it has always been there. That light is your essence, your truth, your connection to something greater. As you continue forward, that light will become more visible, not just to you, but to others as well. You will begin to notice that the things you once chased so intensely will no longer hold the same importance. This is not because they were wrong, but because you are evolving. Your priorities are shifting toward what truly matters: peace, purpose, connection, and growth. This shift is a sign that you are aligning more closely with your true self. There will also be moments of unexpected joy, small, simple experiences that remind you of the beauty of being alive. Do not overlook these moments. They are just as important as the larger milestones you are working toward. They bring balance, gratitude, and a sense of fulfillment that cannot be measured by external achievements. As you move forward, you may feel a stronger sense of direction, even if the details are not fully clear. This is your intuition becoming more active, more aligned with your path. Trust it. It will not always provide logical explanations, but it will guide you in ways that logic alone cannot. The more you listen to it, the stronger it will become. There is also a deeper level of peace that is beginning to take root within you. It is not dependent on circumstances being perfect. It is not fragile or easily shaken. It is steady, grounded, and quiet. This peace comes from knowing that you are supported, that you are guided, and that you are moving in alignment with something greater than yourself. You are not meant to have all the answers right now. You are meant to grow into them. Each experience, each decision, each moment of reflection brings you closer to understanding. Be patient with yourself in this process. You are learning, evolving, and expanding in ways that take time. And now, as this message comes toward its close, hear this clearly: your journey is continuing with purpose. What lies ahead is not something to fear, but something to step into with openness and trust. You have been prepared more than you realize, guided more than you have noticed, and supported in ways you have yet to fully understand. So take your next step, however small it may seem. Breathe into this moment. Trust the path as it unfolds beneath you. And remember, always, what is meant for you is already finding its way to you, and you are finding your way to it, one step at a time. Amen.